Every now and then on the channel, we like to look at budget alternatives, something that might get you started with photography or videography, or just take you to that next level. And to that end, we're going to look at what could be an alternative to my Røde wireless Go system that I generally use all the time, and now for these kind of videos, for example. And what we're going to look at is the Pixel Vocal Air wireless microphone system. We're using it right now, and we're using it with the X-T4, so you'll be able to compare a little bit too. This is going to be more of a run and gun test with a bit of a look up close to show what you get in the pack, because I think that's important when it comes to the value of this particular setup, especially over the Røde wireless Go. We're going to have a couple of little tests with it, this being one of them, and we'll do something outdoors I think as well, a few little bits and pieces like that. But really we want to see if this is worth 110, 120 pounds, and if you should consider it. Pixel Vocal Air. Let's crack this open then. You know you're getting older when you get excited and buy a case. You gadget geeks know what I'm talking about. So everything that you get for your money is inside here. User guide. Sign up to be a product tester and warranty. We do have a cold shoe mount there with a quarter screw also, pretty handy. We've got a camera cable in there, looks like a standard 3.5mm affair. Everything's labeled inside. We've got a phone cable in there. We've got a lav mic in there. USB-C cable there. And this one, is it another USB-C cable? It is indeed. Actually very happy about that. Plus I needed some more USB-C cables, so that's quite cool. And the transmitter and receiver, it's definitely plasticky and therefore pretty light. We've got a decent enough clip on the back there, USB-C port there, settings, plus and a minus there, on and off there, and a headphone port there. Let's see if there's any battery in this thing. With the setting button, I can change the channel, the UHF, just leave it where it was. So we've got 570.15 megahertz V12. Let's take a look at the other piece then. It's basically the same as the other, except you have a built-in mic there naturally, and port for your lav mic to go there, USB-C on the side, settings cog, the plus and the minus, and on off. Yeah, let's crack on with some more testing and have a little chat about if you should lay down, what was it, £100, £110? We'll put it up on the screen, I forget now. I suppose I better activate my warranty and be a product tester. I mean, I suppose that's what I'm doing right now. What a loser. Let's get on with this then. We're using the Canon EFS 10-18 STM with the Fringer, the first version, on the T4. Now you can see that I'm standing a little bit away from the camera. The mic is actually, as we've said, good for up to 70 meters without interference. Now I'm not going to be testing that out particularly because I don't really want to be going that far with this mic. But if you do, and you go to some extremes in the work or fun play that you have with a mic system like this, please post the footage up or let us know in the comments below how you got on or get on with this mic system in particular. Now you will hear a lot of breeze around there, a lot of wind going on, and I apologize for any blown highlights. I always seem to have that problem when I do these tests, but we're here really testing out the sound quality. Everything will be limited to -4. I apologize if I repeat anything in these tests, but other than reading the book to you or something, a bit of waffle is all we need to really test out a mic, especially something at this level. You don't need to go to the finest details of audiophile wisdom, which I don't have, but it's always good to listen with a good pair of headphones. Now, I have listened to the intro and I didn't notice any hissing, but I need to get in a bit deeper and listen to them with a couple of other headphones that I own. Out here with all this wind and noise going on, hopefully, I'm pretty confident the mic will be picking me up nice and clear, and you'll get all these crazy ambient sound. There's even traffic sort of noise way out in the distance. All this brushing of leaves and branches with the wind, and just random noise. So yeah, and random noise from here. Now I'm as far as I really ever want to go, even though I have gone a lot further before. I'll put on a screen, as I said, where we're at, and then that's about it, I think. I didn't even bring my phone out this time, so I can't even pretend I'm on the phone. Let's walk back and then see how this turns out. I'm going to put up a marker so you can see the distance I'm at right now, and then see if the mic is bringing my voice out well amongst all the other random sounds. Did you hear that? Right. There shouldn't be too much background sound, purely because, well, I'm in a closed car. I can hear a little bit, but maybe with the magic of using a mic, I just don't think you're going to be having a problem concentrating. Now, it's best to start with a lower setting in your camera and give a decent signal from your mic into your camera before you start boosting anything in the camera. My T4 is probably down to, without checking again, I think it's about -18 or so. I've got, I guess, a pretty strong voice, which is why occasionally you'll get popping and stuff, because, as I say, this is not a ultra pro experiment. Yeah, and I've actually turned this down quite a bit, but the limiting will bring me back up into broadcast safe levels. Right, let's get inside, have some proper listens back. Is that right, grammar? Have a proper listen back I'll use my Bose headphones. I'll use some cheap headphones as well. A couple of different options so I can get a good idea. You know, just listening back on a MacBook, not the best way by a long shot, but anyway, yes. Let's see if this is worth the money, if it's good value. Gotta say, I like all the stuff that comes with it. Yeah, that's enough of that waffle. See you inside. Now I'm using the external lav mic that came with the Pixel system. Of course, you can plug in any lav mic that you want. So if you prefer that setup, you can use this as a body pack and you're good to go. Remember, this works on UHF frequencies 570 to 606 megahertz, which is arguably more reliable and stronger than the 2.4 gigahertz system. And this setup offers 36 channels to choose from. I didn't have to mess about at all to find a clean frequency, but then due to lockdown, I only tested it at home, in the car, in the street, and so on. Pretty much the same sort of scenarios that you've seen in the demonstrations. So not in any particularly busy environments at all. Now, it has to be said that this unit, this system, worked well when line of sight was good, but it didn't give a clean signal when I walked away from the camera, such as in the demonstration where you saw me using it at 50 meters away, where it was fine. Walking up to that point was not a good experience. Take a little walk up here in the funny that we're having, bit windy,
bit sunny. Mike is probably wondering what I'm doing.
As far as build quality goes, these stand up really well, although not quite as solid feeling as the more expensive versions. It is pretty cool that they included the mute option and the headphone input, two things that the Rode mic system, I guess, lacks. But then again, I haven't needed to use them for what I do personally. You might see that as a big bonus though. Now, the idea of these things is something quick, easy and reliable that I can use on the go. But would I replace my Rode Wireless Go? Well, the Rodes definitely have the edge, but they also cost more, and that might not be for you. This system from Pixel could be all you need for now. The onboard mic sound is clear enough for most use. There's a little higher frequencies that you could clean up in post. And the sound isn't as full, but it's more than adequate for YouTube and simple, similar projects. The audio is decent for the price. And you've got the bonuses of pretty much standard these days. The system charges easily via USB-C. It's ready to go. Even comes in that nice case to store it all. I would like to see the battery icon on the units change to a percentage, and the meters on the units could be a lot more useful, to be honest, but there's not much else to moan about realistically. At the time of recording, this is 129 with a tenner off. I bought mine on Amazon and I'll leave a link below. Let me know if you've used the system. Let us know what you think. But first, make sure to subscribe for more cool gadgets, and I'll see you very soon.